The honors program at Penn State Brandywine is already a community that exists on campus, but that sense of community has been developed even further with the use of Amazon's Kindles for our Common Read project known as the Literary Launch. Through a generous grant from Verizon, we were able to purchase 15 Kindles for a subset of our honors students to use to engage in the Literary Launch for the semester. The book that we're reading is titled The Slave Next Door, and it looks at issues of human trafficking and slavery in the United States. What's been wonderful to see is how the students have been connecting with each other using Kindles for the first time. None of them had used an e-reader before, but they've all been able to assist each other in using this technology and then taking the information they're reading on this technology and posting it onto our Penn State blog that we've developed, where students are posting comments and questions relating to the literary launch.
My experiences with the Kindle have all been very positive. I'm an English major, so I love books, and I was apprehensive about using just a Kindle because it takes away being able to turn the pages, feel the pages in your hands, write notes in the margin and highlight if you choose to. However, it's been extremely convenient for me because I have 3 kids that play sports, so most evenings I'm in the bleachers doing homework, and it was really nice to not have to drag a notebook and a pen and a highlighter and all of that with me. All I had to bring was the Kindle, because if I chose to add a note in the margin or highlight some of the text, it has the capability to do that, so it made my life easier in that respect.
Literary launch experience with the Kindle is my first time using a Kindle, and for me, trying to figure out some of the bookmark features, searching by Kindle location, it would have been more difficult trying to figure it out on my own, but having other students and faculty to discuss the whole process with has helped me to learn how to use this and find how it's actually a more enriching experience for me than a regular book on paper.
One of the challenges that I have as a faculty member is trying to engage our students outside of the traditional classroom community. One of the things that I found to be really great is engaging with our students on the online community. So as part of the honors program here at Penn State Brandywine, we are taking part in an online community called the Literary Launch, which is basically like an online reading group. And as part of this, we can all comment on a book together and do it on our own time. As a faculty member, it really is great because we can engage with students that may be uncomfortable doing so in the classroom, but are more comfortable doing it from the comfort of their home. It allows us to really explore a topic in depth on everyone's own time in a way that we're unable to do in a traditional classroom community.
The literary launch helps me get a better understanding of the thoughts of my peers on these books, and I think I have a better understanding than I would in a classroom setting.
The literary launch has helped foster a sense of community among the honors students because you're able to go on there and really think your post through when you put it on the blog, and you're also able to read other people's posts and react or comment to their blog postings. So it's very interactive in that way, and it's quite difficult for all of us with our varied schedules to get together and meet face-to-face to talk about the literary launch selection. So it's nice to be able to have that interactive thought process and being able to comment to other people's postings without it being face-to-face. It does add that extra dimension of availability for us.
So the difference between talking about the reading in a classroom setting and writing a blog entry for a literary launch program is that writing on the blog gives me the opportunity to see what other people have written and to see their thoughts on it, and then knowing that what I'm writing is going to be viewed by anyone and everyone, I'm forced to think more critically and to write this down in a more formal and thorough manner than I would just by blurting something out in the classroom.